Say everything you just said again.
I said people better watch this after yesterday because we're not too far away from not having interracial marriages. Gay rights about to probably be next on the agenda. I noticed I said agenda.
Yeah.
So people better watch this shit.
This shit is going to affect.
That's why I said, damn the robots. The damn people you got to worry about first. Right. I hear what you're saying. If the robots did come in, Tim on or something, and they didn't want to take much effort on their end, but I feel like you better watch this shit. We already getting shot like fucking bears in the street. There ain't no repercussions happening.
Bro, basically the whole process of this whole thing is to be able to dictate how we move as Americans. Land of the free and home of the brave is a dead statement. That does not exist anymore.
Yeah, Eminem said it on Eminem's show, Divided States of America.
No, yeah.
Well, Divided States of Embarrassment, sorry.
Mm-hmm. I won't say it's dead, bro. I was having this conversation the other day.
Sorry.
Those things were never meant for us. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was meant for the good old boys. Like, yesterday's them reversing Roe versus Wade is also in line with another bill that they're trying to get passed right now, where if someone goes to jail for a significant amount of time, they basically have given up their rights and they could be used as slaves. I mean, they kind of do this anyway with them, with some of the labor that they have inmates do, but they're trying to get something passed now where basically your time that you're sentenced if this is correct. I could be wrong, so don't listen to me as law. I just want to put that out there, for the listeners. But they said basically it's a possibility that there's a law where if you get charged as a criminal for something, you do time, that the state can see fit to use you as they please in any type of labor, and basically as a slave.
I'll break it down one step further. China has it where, there's over 1 billion people in their country and they dictate how many kids you can have within that form. So they're telling women or men or a married couple you can only have a certain amount of kids.
Oh yeah, they've been trying to do that. I think that's what one of my professors at UIC was from China, and she was just saying how not a lot of two children household within the family structure. So yeah.
So America's taking it one step further. We don't have free healthcare, but we're dictating on how women can make a choice about whether or not they can reproduce based off of whatever circumstance, whether it's a bad circumstance, a good circumstance, or a circumstance for them. Let me break it down for you like this. I remember those, protesters in front of Planned Parenthood saying the baby has a brain, which is absolutely correct. The brain function of the baby at 6 weeks old is like an ant. Not a grown ant, a grown adult ant that can pick up shit and move shit to like the queen or whatever, a baby ant, which basically means it knows nothing of the world. It has no function whatsoever. It literally just runs into, have you seen this video of an ant trying to get through a maze and the guy keeps drawing a line on it and the ant goes the other way?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, legit. Not in the paradox of where it's something manageable. At this point, again, this is going to affect the rights of homosexuality, the rights of how to identify, the rights of being able to adopt, same-sex marriages, interracial marriages are next, and then a whole bunch of other things that have nothing to do with anyone else except someone who's uncomfortable with change. That's all this really is. It's not something that's based off of something that's a paradox that's affecting America in any shape, fashion, or form. Financially, it means that people have to go get health insurance more, which forces people to go get more money. This is a financial thing. It's a racial and a financial thing, period. Is that affecting anybody? No offense to anybody else. It's not affecting anyone in the majority. It's the minority. It affects the minority, so therefore we're going to push that agenda.
And the last one I'll make on it too is sometimes when women get to a certain point, they have to have abortions. And if they don't, the baby and the child, it's not their pro-life, the baby and the child could die. I mean, the baby and the child, the woman and the child, they both die if they don't get the abortion.
By the way, shouts out to, I believe it's Dick's Sporting Goods, Paylocity, and a couple other companies giving $4,000 in travel expenses to those that are seeking abortions. Some real shit. It's nice as fuck. Anyway, let's move on, bro. I ain't gonna come in with the big voice and everything else because
you gotta save it.
Yeah, I gotta work.
So we get an AO.
I gotta work.
He got to sing, so I do a throwback real quick.
You go what?
I'm gonna do a throwback real quick.
No, I was gonna go with go ahead.
I'm gonna auto-tune the fuck out of your voice for this shit. I want you to understand that shit.
Don't you dare be sour. Clap for your world famous podcast champs and feel the power.
He said, "Don't you dare be sour." See, that's why I stick away from certain IPAs.
By the way, Andrade El Idolo got fat from his wedding. Is out of shape. I said out loud. I don't care what no one else says. I say what I said. He tired. He out of shape. He couldn't go Ray Phoenix. He tired. Hold on one second. Sorry, Daddy and the podcast at the same time. Hold on one second. All right, now that being said, guys, welcome to Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. My name is Joe Freeland, aka I'm the champ, aka I'm the one tweeting. That's right. I'm the one tweeting. I'm on top right now, okay? And I said what I said about Andrade. I don't care. I saw that Ray Phoenix match on freaking Rampage. I saw it. I seen it. Okay, he's out of shape. He's out of shape. Okay. I want to introduce my brothers. We talked about another week of wrestling, the week of wrestling that was, and everything else, man. We're gonna get this thing going in a little bit. I'm gonna introduce the man responsible for all the whiskeys, responsible for all the things awesome, the redhead wrangler, the great one. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. The Other KG.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I just want to start off this week by saying, if anything ever popped off, I'm sure I speak for Joe and Logan here when I say that I want my sister to have my back the way Ruth, or rather Sophie, I think that's her actual name, Jungle Boy's sister, had his back. She was not for it. She wanted all the smoke basically last week. That was hilarious to me. She basically told Christian, see, fans only like you when you had an edge, but you broke self.
That got dark real fast.
You see what I did there?
Oh yeah.
Only liked you when you had an edge. You got it.
Yo, that is a little dark for even my taste, and I think it's kind of funny, but still it happened. Now I want to introduce the great one, the short girl wrangler, the one infatuated with the moon, if you will. You see that right there. You see that. You get it. You guys get it. We get it. It's an inside joke.
Inside, yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, wait, hold on. I just realized. Do you have Tribal Chief Logan as your tag name on this call right now? Okay. All right. We'll just go with it. We're just going to go with it. Okay. All right. Oh, man, Logan.
Peeps, it's another episode of Hot Take Wrestling. Welcome. Thank y'all for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Tell a friend. Yeah, we are in the thick of it. This is the second episode of the 6th season. We are on the race to 100 episodes, people. Just want to make sure I put that out there so y'all don't forget that. We are almost at 100 episodes. So when I say it, understand it, and hear me clearly. We want to smoke.
Speaking of which, does that mean we have to have 10 milligrams on deck for the 100 episodes if we want to smoke?
I mean, it could be 10 beers if you drink, you're a drinker. I'm a drinker, you're a drinker. For the, Hot Take Wrestling podcasters that do indulge in such things, maybe that'll be good for them.
Are me and Will the druggies? Are we the druggies of the podcast? Are we the druggies?
Yeah. Phil's a mysterious guy, man. I wonder if Phil indulges and the herbal essences, man. Because I just hit the chat, man. We were talking about it right before getting to wrestling. We were talking about it a couple days ago, and he was like, "Man, I thought your name was Logan for real." And I was like, "Nah, that's my alias." And then I look up and I look on the gram and I see Phil got like a hosting situation going on, and I'm like, "Yo, like, when did Phil start taking bookings for showings? Like, what's going on?"
Listen, if someone's made a career after being like low-key funny and then hella funny in real life, he has done that, bro. And he has done that with like flying colors. Like, he is spectacular. All I know is he was hosting 1 minute. Like, all I know is he was posting funny memes 1 minute. He went viral 3 or 4 times. And now this fool hosting everything in Waukegan, Wisconsin, Chicago next.
Like, he got one in Indiana.
Bro, he about to be one of the big, I'm telling you, he about to be a comic and be one of the biggest comics in the world. Tell you. Watch. Mark my words. It's gonna find him by accident. Watch.
Totally.
I'm mad they just promoted this Prevagen commercial. This dude out here looking like a broke Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with that hook shot.
Oh man, that's not.
Anyway, real quick, ladies and gentlemen, the week that wasn't wrestling, I want to point it off to either Logan or Joe. What was something that was like the most newsworthy thing in your opinion? Doesn't matter if you have the same answer. Either one want to take the lead on this?
I'm gonna punt off to Joe and see what he's thinking in terms of the week. What stood out to him?
I honestly am in a space where I'm looking forward to what's going to happen with WWE. I'm ready for SummerSlam to be over with, to be honest with you, because this whole Calvin thing has me like this much like excited, because I'm not really locked into it fully or committed to it fully, because I honestly feel like the moment things happen, the moment things start happening, it's gonna fall apart. Like, we're gonna be like, all right, Tripp's back at NXT, Stephanie's running Raw and SmackDown, we're okay. Nope, he'll come right back. He might do something like really like messed up, be like, you know what, I'm gonna sell out of court and give her $20 million, and she'd be like, oh shit, fuck it. And I heard, come here guys, I gotta tell you something. Okay, I heard it was, what's her name? Do you remember the girl from Toditas? What's her name? Maria, not Maria, what's her name? Latina chick that got Rosa Mendez. So remember, she mooned the crowd by accident when they pulled her pants down, and they
P.S. Hayes girl?
Rosa Mendez. Yep. So they fired her after that. And they're saying that that's when she was actually having relations with one Calvin, if you will.
She must have got hot and bothered by those promos he cut about grapefruits and Attitude Era.
This is a deep, dark hole, though, because last I knew, Rosa was married to Michael P.S. Hayes.
I never heard that. She wasn't married to him.
When she had that baby, they disclosed that was with P.S. Hayes, and last I knew, they were engaged / getting married, and this was a few years back. So definitely fact check on it. This was in the rumor section when I did see that, but as far as I know, that's who she's been with since she hasn't been in ring action.
Let me break this down for you. Is anybody
She's been with the same dude for the last 7 years, according to.
She not with Michael P.S.A.?
That was like a thing, like rumored that like they had like a fling going, but not like that was his girl. Look, I heard he got in like big heat because she was like recovering from having a drinking problem, and like they were out at a bar drinking, and like they were putting a little heat on him for that. That was like maybe 10 years ago.
Bruh, look, I'm sorry. I appreciate all of this, but I'm here for the drama. I'm not here for what the actual happens of everything else. I'm saying Vince McMahon slept with that woman. I don't care what no one else says. I don't give a damn. I know he ain't been fit. Listen, we've all seen Linda McMahon, okay? No shade to her. We've seen that woman.
Oh, why did she go there?
She's a beautiful, that's a beautiful Caucasian white woman. That's all I got. I don't got nothing. I got another. Listen,
She wasn't calling him Big Daddy V. That's the problem.
That's it. Ooh, KG. KG. I like where your head's at right there. Let me be honest with you, bro. If you think Vince McMahon ain't been out here smashing these divas like Nick Cannon with Wild 'N Out Girl, you got your goddamn mind. I said it.
But your homegirl, shout out to the artist formerly known as Nia Jax. She made a tweet maybe a few months before she was released in reference to upper management liking certain type of certains and only being committed to pushing those things that they like.
She has the nerve to talk. I mean, she got pushed, and she's arguably the most reckless women's wrestler that walked through the door in the last 5 to 10 years. Maybe ever.
Yeah, but if she wanted to get chose by Vincent Kennedy and, her size was getting used against her, then hey,
No, I'm saying they kept her in that spot with that being said.
She got kept in that spot for $7 Productions. We know that. I mean,
but I'm just saying, like, I don't want. Not that she's not speaking truth, but I mean, I just really don't want to hear from her.
I get it. The source. I get it.
She's probably onto something. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. She's clearly onto something. They do push women to have a certain look, and unless the fans hijack.
Yeah, look at the Money in the Bank. I was like, yo, how many blondes can we put in one match?
I was just gonna say that. Listen, Vince has a thing for where he thinks that certain people meet a certain criteria. For example, if you look like Trish Stratus, automatically you're gonna go over. That's what Vince thinks. You can literally point to everything under the sun on NXT right now with him controlling. There's like one redhead, 2 brunettes, everybody else blonde. And then if you're African American, you're just black. Get black. Ain't no color in that. Okay. Even Caden has dreads. Blonde. Come on, bro.
No, I mean, but at the same time, ironically, the one person that was a blonde and it fit the prototype went on some Lara Croft type stuff. Tomb Raider. Because she's now a black hair.
Did she have to do that, or
she didn't have to. I said, ironically, I'm saying that the person that fits the prototype is not the blonde.
Because she had to set herself apart. Like even Marie was a brunette her whole life, and she went red and thought that was everything for her. Then she realized she couldn't fucking wrestle.
She kind of throws it off though, because we've all kind of had that joke, since we've all, been friends about him having a type, and then you find out in the rumors that it's supposed to be her, and it's like, well, that throws that archetype all out the window. Unless Rosa didn't went blonde since we last seen her, but
she went blonde at one point. But like I said, maybe she out there calling them popping. Maybe she out there doing something other ones ain't doing, man.
No, she going.
She getting real nasty over there.
Don't get us canceled.
She going. Like okay, let's stop the narrative right now. Vince McMahon flirted with this woman. This woman flirted back. Vince is married. She said no. He said, I'm Vince McMahon, damn it. He hit. And then he fired her. Like that's the narrative I'm going with. I don't care what no one else says. That may not be true. That may be slanderous. I don't care. I think Vince McMahon's evil. I'm fuck with you. I honestly don't believe for a second that. I think if Vince is out here, like if Vince out here got caught cheating, he got caught cheating. Like that's what happened. Like,
but this isn't the first time he's been caught cheating, right?
No, not at all. Not the first time he got cheating. Him and Linda McMahon separated for a little bit, got back together for a little while. They tried to fix it, did it all over again. He's Vince. He's rich. He's rich. Ain't a lot of rich people that's like, yo, I love my wife because I'm rich. I can
because them being married is more of a business than anything. That's why I tell people that this is off topic from wrestling a little bit, but considering who we're talking about, his marriage being tumultuous a little bit, they get married. It's business. It's just business. Good practice. Linda probably was great for business dealings and happenings, and she had aspirations. We saw her try to get in public office several occasions, and she actually was part of Trump's administration, which also leads to what's not being said as well, that Trump and Vince are kind of from the same type of cloth, man. Like when people don't really want to admit that, but it's true.
Yeah. But that's to be noted. Like, you think Vince has called regular billionaires to come and shave their head? No. He has a relationship with this man. His wife was a part of his cabinet, like you just said, which makes no sense whatsoever. But that's what it is. If you think Vince felt the way about Trump saying he gonna grab him by the pussy, you out your gut. Vince had a kiss my ass club.
That in itself, and the fact that he's booked matches, kiss my ass matches, the dude's a weirdo. That being said, we all know that if he wasn't in his position of power, he had no chance in hell with Rosa. Anyway, the most newsworthy thing for me was the whole Booker T and Adam Cole thing. Some people got in their feelings because he said the dude needs to hit the weight room, basically. Which is funny because people also forget that Booker T praised Adam Cole and said he reminds him a hell of a lot of Shawn Michaels when he was in NXT, and he said he's clearly the best talent to ever walk through the NXT doors. I don't know why people are in their feelings about physiques. Personally, I'm not a physique guy, but I do see that when you look at Adam Cole, he's not a very tall guy. They list him. I personally think they overlist him. I mean, I could be wrong. I don't think he's that tall. If you're going to be utilized as a heel, at least in his position as a heel, he does probably need to hit the gym a little bit more. That's his one fault. I mean, it's not, I'm not, it's arguably nitpicking, but I'm just saying from a heel's perspective. Like, Shawn Michaels wasn't tall, but Shawn Michaels was cut. Look at Shawn Michaels, during that first run. That dude was cut. Like,
and he had a little size to him during that first run. He leaned out, toward the end of his run.
Right, exactly. Mm-hmm.
But he had a little size to him. So, but like you're right, he absolutely was not, like a tall dude. But it's also different eras as well. Like the Booker T era of wrestling and the Shawn Michaels era of wrestling, like people, they did have those super jacked up physiques and, heel looked intimidating and on purpose. The Scott Steiners, big, chains, like the Vaders, like the Giant Big Show. You know what I mean? These all were sizable big dudes that, a lot of them were cut. You know what I mean? So when you're being used in a prominent role, like Adam Cole is, where he's been like the leader of stables and he gets pushed to the moon. Like, I saw the meme, and I'm kind of glad you did bring that up, because I saw a meme where they basically had a picture of Michael Cole, current day, because Michael Cole's actually, I guess, been working out like a maniac, and Michael Cole's jacked under the suit. So they're like, yo, how is Michael Cole basically more jacked than Adam Cole?
Yeah, it's just for me, and that's a great point. And then too, for me, certain guys that don't look jacked when they have, the shirt off or whatever, even when they are in their regular gear, like Adam Cole's never looked cut. Like, you could see some of these dudes, like even before Roman added muscle mass, you could tell Roman, for example, was somewhat cut. Like, he took it to another level once he got this heel run cracking. But I don't know. It basically don't even look like Adam Cole works out in a sense. It's probably what Booker T is getting to. With that being said, bell to bell, I couldn't name 10 people better than Adam Cole in AEW. On the mic, I couldn't name 5 people better than him. The point is, I'm just saying, like, I get where Booker's coming from. I just think people are it's to the point now is it's like, people just gotta stop being so damn sensitive. I said it. It's too much.
Did Adam Cole respond to Booker T's comments?
He hasn't. He hasn't. It's been like Renee and who else responded to it? I think like Eddie Kingston took a take because people were criticizing his physique.
Mm-hmm. But I think, see, that's part of the mystique. Adam Cole talks so much shit to you, like, I can whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your ass. I'm gonna whoop your little ass. I'm gonna fuck you up. You smell of shit. I'm bigger than you. And then he go out there and you have a match with him and you realize how tough he is, how hard he is, and how much he's fucking you up.
Yeah,
that's part of the. See, this whole physique thing bothers me because sometimes it's a part of their character as to why they are built the way they're built. Example: you think, as well as Paul Heyman can talk, you think that he just big boned it and he just like that on purpose, like he don't like going to the gym or some shit like that? Mm-hmm. No, he's going with the stereotype: overweight Jewish man that talks a lot of shit and makes a lot of money. He going with the stereotype. Period. Triple H was born and bred from Connecticut, which basically means he had all the facilities and novelties to be successful and to get his body right. Shawn Michaels was a heartbreak kid. He had to look good looking, which means his physique had to be a certain way. You tell me Bret Hart can get that same physique? No, Bret Hart by no means was a guy that was like cut up, but he was in the gym. He could lift your ass. He could throw your ass around, and you know what I'm saying? But he wasn't cut up like Shawn Michaels. The physique.
He wasn't cut like Shawn, but he was a little cut. Now you look Bret's last run. Yeah, I was saying Bret was kind of cut, bro. He wasn't like Shawn Michaels cut as far as like the like his core, like around like the stomach area and stuff, probably. But granted, he also wrestled with the singlet top, basically. So we really don't know, though. I was looking like just based on biceps. I thought Bret actually he was kind of cut that last run.
Listen, Bret was cut the fuck up, okay? But I'm saying he didn't have to because of his character. Like when Gargano revamped his body to kind of fit the mold for his character that he wanted to be different. That's why he did that, because the body is a part of your character. Adam Cole has been a bit like thicker, back in the day. Like the PWG days when he was at Ring of Honor for a little bit, he had to get a little mass so he could be above 220. Mm-hmm. But for what he does, it doesn't make a difference. Like it's not for what he does. The whole narrative of the whole like physique thing, he has to look the same thing, whatever. John Cena had to look too. But John Cena realized I need to be able to wrestle, do quality wrestling, and then also be able to be entertaining as well. And he does that. Now his body is great physique. Yeah, it's great physique. But that's a part of what he had to do before that, which would be the prototype, the prototypical look of it all. So that was from that. These guys are all capable of being in the gym all day, every day, lifting out all day, every day. But sometimes it's just a part of the fucking character.
Yeah. I mean, but that's why I wanted to point that out, because, you know, it's just the difference in the eras. Like, you get that all the time. Like, I listen to Busted Open podcast a lot. And not Booker T, Bully Ray always has, he gives guys their props, but it's little things that be like, you know, he'll critique that it's like, it doesn't seem like it's a major thing, but it's because of the difference in the eras. It's like, okay, these new guys, they more focused on the moves that they're doing than telling the story in the ring, right? So they'll harbor on certain things and practices that they had to do during their runs and their eras of wrestling versus what gets accepted now. I kind of think about like when Adam Cole and Keith Lee had their match at Great American Bash. Was that 2 years ago, right? Or was it a year?
Yeah, 2 years.
And, you know, like Joe said, you know, Adam Cole threw everything at Keith Lee, you know what I mean, as a heel, like to make it believable. And Keith was selling everything. But Keith was, you know, obviously 2-3 times the size of Adam Cole, which is why he had to throw his whole arsenal at him. But giving him a little more size, maybe if he even got to like old Shawn Michaels size and kept that, I think that would probably help the character a little bit more, but it ain't necessary. Like in today's era of wrestling, it's not necessary. Most wrestlers are shorter and smaller guys anyway. So, you know, I think that's the only reason he's throwing it out there.
I think to piggyback off of what Tim was saying though about past eras, I think it's more on the lines of some of these people want to kind of keep kayfabe alive type thing. It's just like you didn't see nobody. And like I said, once again, Adam Cole, phenomenal wrestler. It's just the believability standpoint of this dude kicking somebody's ass. And you look at the baby faces he goes up against, most of them are bigger than him outside of the Garganos. Hell, because Ciampa's cut up. So there's another person that goes up against him. That's what I'm saying. But Ciampa's a shorter guy. So that's why I kind of like, I see where Joe's coming from. But it's just like, there's really no excuse to not look like you work out at all. That's all I think Booker T's point was. But like I said, once again, he praised the guy as the greatest talent to come through there. So I think
he's a great talent. Like, you can't take that away from him.
Yeah. Sure. At least Booker T didn't say he wanted to make him a manager and cut his hair.
But see, that's the other thing though. A guy that's built like Adam Cole during their era, you know what I'm saying? During the peak of Monday Night Raw or Nitro, he'd have been a Joe Bear extraordinaire. Like, he was not going to be pushed the way he's pushed now. And it's just it's an era difference. And I think if Booker had said that, then, you know, but I think also Booker put stuff out there because he knows people going to gravitate towards it and it's gonna go viral. Like a lot of his stuff goes viral now. So I think some of these little hot takes be just that hot takes to get people talking.
Absolutely.
Calvin's an idiot. I just want to put that out there.
Let me before you do that, bro, let me get my thing of the week because I ain't gonna get my. I'm gonna do something I don't always do. I want to give AEW some props. There was 2 matches that took place on Dynamite this week that I thought were real good matches. It was the qualifier match for the All Atlantic Championship match that's taking place at Forbidden Door between Malachi Black and Penta Oscuro. I think, did I say that right, KG?
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
I thought that was a very good match. Penta did a good job of kind of selling a lower back injury during the match, which is why he didn't end up losing. He ended up losing, and Malachi went on to win and qualify for that Forbidden Door match. But I thought that was a pretty good match. Pretty good storytelling in the ring. Penta is definitely one of my favorites when it comes to AEW. And to see Malachi getting pushed as well is actually good. My other match, I just want to give some props to. I was talking to KG and everybody about it earlier in the week, about it possibly being the match of the week. And that was the trios match. That was Best Friends versus United Empire. And that had it had good spots in it. It had good wrestling in it. Timing was on point. Moves, it's like WTF. I think they did some type of power driver off of the middle rope, something like that. Awesome sauce. So I just wanted to get him their flowers. It's good to finally see Will Ospreay too. I've been hearing about him from Joe for years now since we've been, doing pod and stuff. But I hadn't caught a glimpse of him on television yet. So to see him finally and like, okay, yeah, this dude's the real deal. Like, it's different for him versus how it was with Kenny Omega. I was kind of skeptical with Kenny Omega until he became champion. Then I was like, yeah. Or when he would face certain people, I'd be like, this guy's the real deal. But to see Will Ospreay, so far, so good.
Let me say,
go ahead, Joe.
No, go ahead. You went.
I was gonna say, and not to harp on it, but that's another dude that's not big in terms of height, who's in hell of shape too.
Yeah.
So I just think that's all Booker was saying. Just do your part as a professional. But go ahead though, Joe.
I have discovered the following: that wrestlers that wrestle in New Japan and then come here have to slow down because they move so fast in New Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I realized that watching the match. Yeah, because in New Japan it's boom, 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 dramatic fallout for about a good 2 or 3 minutes. Boom, 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 dramatic fallout about 2 or 3 minutes, and that lasts for like good 30 to 45 minutes, which is why those guys can go forever. Here in America, our attention spans, if we love you, are long, but if they're not, you got 15 minutes tops. Like, for example, the John Cena Orton matches, after like match like 3 or 4 of those matches, you're like, okay, come on, somebody do something. Hurry up. Mm-hmm. So watching that, Will Ospreay has had to slow down. But since he slowed down, they've been good quality matches. They haven't been like bad matches. They've been good matches. They've been really, really good. So it's a pleasure to still see him like that and see that actual setup for it and to see how well it's actually going as well. I don't think, in my personal opinion, I don't think that, I think Kenny Omega's had to do that too so dramatically that it has taken away from his like athletic ability of how like athletic he really is. But at the same time, Will Ospreay is like the king of their like dojo in LA. Like he's their guy in LA. He's their guy. Like he doesn't need WWE or AEW. He's in the New Japan dojo in LA. He runs that. You know what I'm saying? So I think him and Orange Cassidy's match, it's gonna be nuts. That might, God willing, that might be the match of the night. That might be the match of the night. But I think the reason why he's been in New Japan is to catch up with Will Ospreay. I think he's known he's gonna do this for a while. Like I think they put him in the dojo over there because he had to know he had to do it for a while, or he was injured. I'm not sure, but I know he's in New Japan for a little bit.
Now I will say this. Speaking of your comparison to New Japan and how fast they go in things like that in AEW, I will say this is why I think more people need to give Randy Orton his flowers. there's a lost art of selling stuff. I'm sorry, man, but people don't need to be getting up as soon as they got super kicked or power drive and then getting right up and hitting somebody with a lariat. Stay your ass down and sell the damn power drive. Because back in our day, you got power drive, that was the end of the match.
That was it. Yeah.
If you got power drive,
you might got stretchered out.
Right. If you got power drive back in the day, you did the shoulder. You guys know what the shoulder thing is. Yeah, and you was done for it. You know what I'm saying? Like you got like that. That was your cell. Your neck was all fucked up. Your neck fucked up. So now when people don't like,
it's not a psychology thing. Go ahead. Sorry.
We've gotten so comfortable with like something being cool that now we just can't accept for something just being good. By the way, we're gonna miss Randy Orton because WWE's not gonna be the same without him. They're not. They're gonna struggle. If anything, that would have been an acceptable person to take Roman's title. Acceptable. I would say it was the best. I say acceptable. Acceptable.
That was supposed to be the main event of SummerSlam. Now we got you know what we got. I ain't even gonna say it. All I'm going to say though is then now forever together.
You don't think Roman is like? You don't think Roman is like? Again? Y'all not building.
I just want to point out how both remaining members of Legacy are on the shelf, unfortunately. Somebody get Ted Jr. on the phone, see what he's doing. Oh no, he dodging lawsuits. Never mind.
Dodging lawsuits. That's what he's doing. He dodging.
I forgot about that. That wouldn't even be like I know him do stuff like that on purpose to be sarcastic. I was like, it hit my mind. I was like, oh, never mind.
He dodging the people versus. That's who he dodging. He's not dodging no wrestling ring.
Yeah, real quick, I'm gonna touch on something to piggyback off Tim about Dynamite. Outside of the textless comments about Luke Perry, I thought that was a hell of a promo by Christian. He addressed the MJF thing. He said, "You know what? You feel like you want more money? How about you have a match that fans talk about for more than just a week?" What did he say? He said
more than just a week and have a match
eat my crumbs.
That they name a pay-per-view after or something. He said.
Oh yeah, he did. So he's in that TLC. There you go. I think for refreshing my mind. See, this is why teamwork makes the dream work.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
He was on one, man. He said, "Hey, that was a hell of a promo."
Dynamite was just great this week, man. The piece that I haven't even finished it all the way. I think I got like one more match to watch. But it was just the pacing of Dynamite this week was it was hitting everything it needed to hit, especially leading into a pay-per-view that's as big as Forbidden Door is gonna be. So I was like, yo, I gotta make sure I give them they props because I'm kind of the one that always kind of harbors on, them doing a ton of moves in a match and all that kind of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But really enjoyed it this week, so I just had to make sure I gave it his props.
All right, listen.
And real quick, sorry, Joe. To piggyback what you said about that match too, that 6-man, that trios between Roppongi Vice and Orange Cassidy against United Empire. There were a lot of spots there, but it wasn't people not selling stuff. Like people got hit with stuff, and then somebody else would come in. And I'm like, I appreciate that more than you got tornado DDT, then you up and you just like powerbomb somebody.
Yeah,
it's just like, come on, bro.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, I enjoyed that too, and there was like all of it was crisp too. There was no botches or anything like that too. So, and there's some dangerous spots going on there in terms of the moves. Like that guy when Aussie Open tossed, I forgot how they tossed. I think they tossed Rocky Romero. One of them tossed him and he caught him and like powerbombed him. I was like, what the hell was that? I've never seen that before in my life.
Yeah.
There was a way he tossed him. Like he had him up like he was like he was like in a kind of hard, like almost like a package power driver type thing. And he threw him and he got caught in power. I was like, I've never seen that before ever.
And it's that speed that Joe was just talking about. Like those guys are deceptively fast. It was like sitting there.
Some big dudes.
Whoa, like they were moving.
Bro, when you're in the dojo in New Japan, you're not the story you're telling is okay. In America, we love Marvel movies. Okay, Marvel movies have a slow build to them.
I'm a DC guy.
Stop that. No, you're not. Get the fuck out of here. No, you're not. Don't even lie to people like that. We're not going to lose listeners because you're a DC guy. Stop lying to them.
I'm really not.
Yeah.
I'm not a DC guy. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, we like Marvel movies in America, right? In Japan, they like anime. All right. The difference is they don't like. I don't mean anime like Dragon Ball Z, where there's like a slow build and then they fight type thing. I mean like they like anime, literally like Demon Slayer, where it's like starting off the rip, some fucked up shit is happening, and it's fucked up and it's fast. And it's one of those things where you're telling the story as you're going, and it's a long journey, but it's always action packed. In America, we want to be able to have like the big fighting sequence, be done with it, then move on to the next thing or whatever, and go on to the next movie or whatever. And it's not as long of a journey as it is. It's so fast out there that like the big guys out there are fast. Their biggest guy in the Bullet Club is fast as shit. He's fast as fuck in that fucking ring. Him and Kenny Omega going back and forth, and they're both moving really fucking fast. Kenny will get this reference. It's like when humans watch Super Saiyans fight, they really have to do this while Super Saiyans. Like that's just the mindset of what they do. Like in Japan, they watch wrestling like this. Humans, like here in America, we watch it like, like, because that's just how we watch it. Like that's just how we see it. So watching those two things unfold it's crazy to see it and to watch them have to slow down. Sidebar. Cash Wheeler is fucking awesome too. It is going to be a hard thing when they have to break the fuck up because you do not know who to cheer for. He whooped ass versus Jeff Cobb. I'm not going to spoil it for you who won. It was a great fucking match. Secondly, I'm going to ask you two this question. Who is Brian Danielson's replacement for Forbidden Door?
Cesaro.
We've been talking about that for the last couple of days in our group chat. KG definitely has been saying Cesaro. I've been saying Gargano just because, well, we got even a little bit more proof as to why I would think he would be there because he's doing a signing in Chicago tomorrow at where is it? Soldier Field? Somewhere, not Soldier Field, but somewhere they're doing like a thing where they, people can come get signs and autographs and all that kind of stuff. So that led to the speculation even more. Me personally, though, even though Cesaro's probably been out longer, I think this would be the time if I'm Tony to pull the trigger if I did sign Gargano, because I think Gargano would probably get the bigger reaction. Unfortunate, and it ain't an unfortunate thing. It's just you like what you like.
I don't say that because Forbidden Door is in Chicago. And Chicago's a hardcore wrestling town. Because I don't think the mainstream knows Gargano like that. Because if you think about it, outside of Adam Cole, how many NXT guys got called up for a quick appearance and they actually got their name chanted? Adam Cole got his name chanted. When Gargano got called, NXT. They got a name.
Yeah.
I'll tell you this, bro. I'll be honest with you. I would be more excited to see Cesaro versus Zack Sabre Jr. than Johnny Gargano versus Zack Sabre. I would just more. So for me, I hope it's Cesaro. I think Gargano. I would say I'll put a proper 12 that it's going to be Gargano just to bet against you.
To bet against KG because he's saying Cesaro.
I'm saying Cesaro because I'm saying Cesaro
too. So I'm going against you. Because it's always just fun bidding against you. No offense. It's just more fun that way. Me and KG.
I take risks, man,
Right, well, I already got one going with you. I ain't about to put two bottles up. We got the one bet for SummerSlam. No, the reason I say it too, because Excalibur said the person that's debuting is going to be in the Blackpool Combat Club. Gargano doesn't fit that stable.
Right.
He doesn't.
That's why I don't think it's going to be him mainly. If he didn't say that, I might have been like 50-50. But when he said that, and based on Bryan Danielson's verbiage in that promo on how much he said he trusts the person to replace him and Gargano were cool. They're not as tight as him and Cesaro are, though. Also, the whole William Regal thing, that was his last match. It was against Cesaro. They kind of did, there's just a lot of backstory there where it's like, that's the only reason I'm leaning towards it. Not that Gargano doesn't have a history with Regal, but I feel like Gargano was more of a Triple H guy than a Regal guy. I could be wrong. I don't know their relationship.
I just personally, I want to see, okay, they have the AEW interim match, right? Title match. And let's say Moxley wins it, right? 2-time champ. What is this be Moxley's third time?
No, two-time. Nobody's been a two-time world champ. There's only been one. There's only one. No, that's a lot because the TNT championship be getting passed around.
Yeah,
like a damn video vixen at a rap opening party. But the tag team titles has only had one team that's the Young Bucks. There's been no double AEW world champions.
Okay, so let's say Moxley wins. Me personally, the only reason I don't want it to be Cesaro for that potential match because I want Cesaro to come out at the end of that match and go immediately into the title picture. Now
that's not going to happen though because they said Punk's going to face the winner.
I know. So okay, let's just say they do go with my theory, right? Who would you rather see Punk go up against, Cesaro, or would you rather him go up against Mox?
Well, I mean, granted, I don't know this, so you might be on something. So I will do a caveat and say I'll say I was wrong real quick, just because I don't know how long Punk's out. So you could be onto something with that. If Cesaro shows up, though, I just don't think they're going to put him in the heel position because he's never been the best talker. Like he can connect with fans, but he's better off being a babyface trying to connect with fans than he would be a heel on his own. Like if they can get somebody to come in with him, like maybe if he's a part of Team Taz or something, it would make sense to have it to happen that way. I just don't see Cesaro as a heel in AEW right now because that's part of the problem right now. They don't have enough people that can talk on their own.
And see, I'm glad you brought that up, and this is why I harped on that when they did the what's it called again? Blackpool what?
Combat Club.
Blackpool Combat Club when they put.
It's called the BCC. Guys, I know it's dangerously close to something. Say pause. I know.
Yeah. So it's just kind of like you could have William Regal turn on them and go and align with Cesaro, and that could be his mouthpiece. And that just kind of writes the story for itself. Because
but if you want to hot
BD and Moxley don't need nobody to talk for them. They'd be able to run that by themselves. You know what I mean?
You don't, but you know who might show up? You said somebody showing up at the end. We're here. If Moxley wins and attacks him.
Because I think it just writes
Bray might show. I think Bray might show up and do that angle. Is what I'm saying.
Oof. You saying Tony Khan went into the bank stash
to get both of them?
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I said, I see where you come from. It's just that's the whole thing. That's the only reason I see Cesaro is more than likely. I just Gargano, like granted, Will Uter ain't like I like him, but
yeah,
his style is a little bit more violent than that whole stable is like Gargano didn't really have now Ciampa, for example, if he was a free agent, I would be even more so torn because Ciampa's style is smash mouth. Gargano don't really have a smash mouth style. That's that whole stable's like calling card to have a smash mouth style. Cesaro, he be doing that pop-up uppercut. I'll be feeling that shit from the crib watching him.
Yo, look, not to try to like ruin the vibe, but if Moxley wins, let's say Mox wins, right? Mm-hmm. Goes dark. Goes dark. You use here. We're here. Ooh.
You mean it's not gonna go dark and Satnam Singh's gonna come out again?
It'll go up.
It'll
go up in Chicago, bro.
They're gonna turn the lights off.
He could come back.
They're gonna turn the lights off for Satnam Singh again.
Yeah, and he could come back with a variation of the Wyatt Club with Eric Rowan and Adam Scherr. I don't know if he's still going by Braun Wrasslin. I think he's going by his real name now, but
no, I think he's going by Titan, right?
He's going by Titan. Yeah, he is. He's going by Titan.
And so then he's doing Eric Redbeard.
Yeah. So you could go with that, and they could all pop up and attack Moxley, and you got a built-in feud right there.
Oof. And it's called Forbidden Door, so even though he's technically not, the only reason Westcott might not show up, I don't know if he was just working the fans. He was saying that AEW wasn't letting people be a part of the control your narrative thing, and then some of them wanted to work that.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was just working.
I think they got to be at work because they letting them do everything else they want to do on the. I don't know why they wouldn't.
Right, you having death matches and stuff, right? Why wouldn't you?
I think it's some stuff they're trying to create the narrative for. They're trying to dictate, but I don't know, man. Like that man ain't been here, and like we ain't see him in a little bit. But if he come in this motherfucker talk about some, yeah, I'm be like, oh, listen,
It's going up, man. It's going up.
listen,
And it's in Chicago.
yeah.
They might pull it.
It's gonna be awesome. It's gonna be awesome. Oof.
The only reason, real quick, that semi. Go ahead.
Go ahead, bro. I was just gonna say.
I want to say the only.
Wait, you got it.
No. The only reason I was gonna say too, you could say that just because the Young Bucks really want Candice LeRae, and I don't think one company is getting one without the other. I could be wrong, but I just feel like they're gonna stay with the same company. So we'll see.
I don't know.
Yeah. Oh man. So Forbidden Door has 12 matches.
Shit.
Yeah, we might just want to say like 2 we excited about because it's gonna be hard to. Unless we want to do like bam, 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 boom, quick picks type thing. Boom, 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 boom. That's the West Side. Let's see what I did.
All right, so and he might be ringside like he does at most pay-per-views. I'll just try to run through them real quick. Y'all just kind of give a winner loser or who you think gonna win. All right. So we just talked about the interim AEW World Title match. So did we pick a winner?
I think it's across the board, Moxley. I don't think there's any way to put it on Tanahashi.
Okay. All right. Fatal 4-way for the All Atlantic title. Miro versus Pac versus Malachi Black versus Clark Connors, who's replacing Tomohiro
Ishii. Malachi
Black.
I'm going to go with Pac.
It would make sense if it come full circle since he blinded him.
Yeah. All right. Fatal 4-way for the IWGP World Heavyweight title.
FTR, Forever the Revival.
Let's see. This is for the heavyweight title. Kazuchika Okada.
Kazuchika Okada.
Right. Versus Adam Cole versus Adam Page versus Jay White.
Jay White. I just feel like they wouldn't have done the title change there. They could have. I'm surprised they did it there. They could have somehow got Jay White involved without doing it at Dominion, but they already did it. I don't think they're going to do another title change 2 weeks later. They could have just let him walk out with it tomorrow, but that's not here nor there.
All right. And for all the people names I'm butchering, my apologies.
Yeah, you got to apologize. I did the same thing to Okada's name. I thought it was Kazuchika or something. So.
All right, winner takes all triple threat tag team title match. Ring of Honor champions FTR, IWGP champions United Empire, and Roppongi Vice, Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero.
FTR.
Going to FTR.
FTR. There's no doubt about that. It's FTR.
All right,
they're just too hot right now. Quite hot, as they call it.
That'd be a disservice if it went any other way.
It'd be fucked up if we're there for it. It'd be really fucked up. Like if Roppongi Vice gets it, that is fucked up booking. Stupid.
Once again, like Saddam Singh with the lights out.
Yeah, bro.
I'm sorry. That's the third time I said that. I'm sorry.
What does it mean? Like, what is the actual fucking meaning? Why are we doing that? That's a terrible idea. Like,
All right. Women's world title match. Toni Storm versus Thunder Rosa.
I almost said Tony Time, but no, it's Thunder. It's storming outside.
Thunder Rosa.
Yeah, I think Thunder retains here. Yeah.
You see what they did there? Thunder versus Storm. I didn't even notice that until just now.
Right. Hey,
Thunder Rosa with her fine ass.
Let's see. IWGP United States.
Down there, cowboy. There's a reason why we didn't pick another cowboy.
IWGP United States Heavyweight Title match. Orange Cassidy versus Will Ospreay.
Will Ospreay. Let's put it this way. I'll be shocked if there's a title, because this is the only title I see changing hands where somebody's going to be going over to another, where it's like guaranteed somebody's going to be coming over to somebody else's promotion going forward, is that triple threat. I don't see anybody losing their title to somebody from the other promotion. I could be wrong, though.
No. All right. Okay. Bullet Club versus Dudes with Attitude. Darby Allin, Sting, and Los Ingobernables de Japan. Shingo Tajaki and Himuro Takahashi.
I'm going Bullet Club. Just because. Well, first of all, hopefully Sting don't be out here selling chair shots tomorrow. That's a whole other thing. But
We love
you, Sting, but still.
We love to see it. He's 60. We love to see it. All right, 60 plus. We love to see it.
He's no selling his chair shots like Vince on TV. No selling these accusations.
Right.
Man. All right, let's see. Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, and Sammy Guevara versus Eddie Kingston. Eddie Kingston, Shota Umino, and Ring of Honor Pure Champion Wheeler Yuta.
They sex gods in their part.
Yep.
Suzuki.
I agree with sex gods.
I'm going with the sex guys too. Zack Sabre, we covered that already. We're gonna say you guys are saying Cesaro. I'm saying Gargano, and who will win?
The mystery man. Just because you want to build momentum for Blood and Guts.
Okay.
Which is in 4 days.
Yeah,
they're
gonna win.
Okay. Now we got the buy-in pre-show. Max Caster and the Gun Club versus Team New Japan Pro Wrestling Dojo.
That's where they give New Japan their due, and they'll let them win that one.
Yeah, they will. Fans might not be happy though. I feel like Caster's gonna be super over tomorrow in Chicago.
So he should be. Let's see. Also on the pre-show, Keith Lee and Swerve Strickland versus El Desperado and Yoshinobu Kanemaru. Shinobu, rather.
I'll go with Keith Lee and Swerve just because they're building towards a possible split, but you want to keep them to have some type of relevancy before the split happens. I don't know if one of them is going to join Team Taz or what, but I feel like they still have unfinished business with Ricky Starks and Will Hobbs. It hasn't been settled yet, so we want them to still stay looking strong because I think Hobbs and Starks are a top 5 ranked tag team. So,
yeah.
Okay. I'm going with that as well.
And Ricky Starks is just undeniable. You got to push him more. You have to. He too fucking cool right now, bro. You got to really push him more.
All right, another pre-show match: QT Marshall and Aaron Solo versus Hiroki Goto and Yoshi-Hashi.
Anybody besides QT Marshall. The fact that he's doing that and has been doing that for a while. I pick him against him every time.
Yeah, anybody besides that motherfucker. Fuck him. See my language.
All right, so that's the matches, man.
Real quick, I would say I'm most excited about, just because I haven't seen him, I heard how great he is as a technical wrestler. I'm excited to see Zack Sabre Jr. for the first time. And then that fatal 4-way for the world title. I feel like those are the potential match stealers. Granted, like Joe was saying, Ospreay and Cassidy too, because Orange Cassidy deceptively has had some. Because I'm going to be real with you, in terms of the matches I've seen Jericho have one-on-one, he might have had Jericho's best match on Dynamite. Like during the pandemic, that might have been Jericho's best match in AEW. It's from a singles perspective. From tag team matches, like the multi-man matches he's had better, like the Anarchy Arena and the Stadium Stampede. But as far as singles competition, that might have been Jericho's best match in AEW.
For the record, if you were looking to see CWC Zack Sabre Jr., that guy's dead. This new Zack Sabre Jr. with an attitude that's a bit of an asshole, you won't like that motherfucker. He's awesome. I'm excited about actually the World Heavyweight, the championship match. I think I've seen Tanahashi fight in New Japan, and he's always in good matches. They've always been really good, and they've always been really check out the heartstrings, good matches, able to tell a story, emotional connect with the crowd, all that jazz. Like they've always been really good matches, so I'm excited about that. I'm not excited about paying the $50 though. Because last time I paid $50 now, 2 times now, I've been disappointed. It's got to be better. Talking to you, Tony. Talking to you.
Is it on Bleacher Report Live?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. I'm going to drop it tonight as soon as I get out my gig. That way tomorrow I'm just going to rest and watch that mock. So I'll pass you out.
It's going to be a nice little long pay-per-view. 12 matches is a lot.
That is going to be 4 hours, my friend. It's going to start at 7. We're not going to be until like 11.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be hitting Duncan in the morning.
Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, Monday.
Well, no, I mean that's just tomorrow because I usually don't even drink coffee on the weekends, but I want to make sure I'm awake for this because I'm not about to drop this money and then be like getting ready to pass out like I did. What was that? I think it was Revolution. See, maybe I hated Revolution secretly too because that was the one I fell asleep on.
Yeah, I like the last two AEW pay-per-views have been trash to me.
The last two, I thought you liked Double or Nothing.
You may be talking the last two prior to Double or Nothing, because I do think you were pretty high on Double or Nothing.
Oh, okay.
Double or Nothing was good.
Okay. So you're talking Full Gear and
Full Gear.
You didn't like Full Gear either? Well, that's another discussion. We'll get into another time. We don't want to say it.
Which one was the one?
It was Revolution. That was the one you're talking about. Because I remember we were talking about that, and I was like, I kind of co-signed that at first, but I didn't say like it was as bad as you said it. Then I realized like I fell asleep on it too. But Full Gear was pretty good because that had the Kingston and Punk match, which was probably one of Punk's better matches outside of the dog collar match. Danielson and Miro was pretty good, I thought.
That was good.
Hangman and Omega, that was pretty good. I don't think it was 5.5 stars like
that was
New Japan guys.
It was like, so maybe you are talking about Double or Nothing then, because
it was probably it was one. No, it was one. It was one that I was really upset about.
Okay,
but it wasn't two. I'm sorry, it was one. The last 1.5, I'll say, because there was something I just didn't like that I didn't agree with, but it's okay. It's all right. All right, what we got? That's it.
That's it, man. Unless y'all got anything else y'all want to touch on from the other shows during the week, from Raw, NXT. We talked about Dynamite. We didn't talk about Rampage. If you had anything you want to touch on that,
it was just good matches. They were all good matches. It was if Ray Phoenix doesn't get a singles title, like if he doesn't get TT Championship in the next 2 or 3 years, it's a problem with AEW. They need to fix it. But other than that, though, that's it. That's about it. That's all I got.
Yeah. I don't think I have anything else. KG, you ready to make a Wrestler of the Week pick, or you want to wait until Forbidden Door?
Wait for Forbidden Door.
I'm gonna wait for Forbidden Door, but if I was to do an early nomination, I don't want to pick the same person. I mean, you could pick the same person 2 weeks in a row. I won't go that route. I'm gonna give her flowers in defeat. I will say. Unconventional right pick right here. Liv Morgan does not get the credit she deserves as how much she's improved in the ring compared to when they called her up too early from NXT. I think she's put in a lot of work to improve every aspect about her presentation and her abilities in the ring. So
true. I agree with that sentiment.
I do as well. It's flashes of Naomi in there. Naomi had put in that same kind of work to get better once they split her from the other Funkadactyl. And, it
the one that says she don't date black men?
Oh, yeah,
But then,
I'm sorry. I'm getting too spicy.
But then went to go work out with Ray J to get some, like, media attention. Goofy motherfucker.
Only love HH, man.
They're almost as goofy as the people that still affiliate with Tesla. Yeah, I'm talking about Mercedes.
You know what? First off, you know what I don't want? And this might be a hot take. I do not want Mercedes to go to AEW. I don't want her to touch anything in the AEW ring. Not unless she's with New Japan first.
No, she needs to do kind of like what Jay White did. Jay White went to Impact first for a spell.
Right.
Then he went over to AEW. I wouldn't mind that. New Japan would probably be a good destination for her as well.
That's perfect for her.
To go and get some shine over there if she does in fact get released.
The only reason I disagree is because they need more people with personality. Some of them are starting to show it a little bit more, but the division actually all the other WWE guys that went there, it's kind of being overkill almost. But you understand it because they have the TV experience. I feel like the women's division could actually utilize her right away. I'm not saying I want to see her go there, but it wouldn't be her. Let's just put it this way. Naomi's the one that doesn't need to go there between the two of them. I'm not no pot out to Naomi. She's hell of improved, but I don't think they have a spot for her where she's going to be a star right away. Sasha goes there. She's a star right away.
Now, I will give – now, this ain't really a hot take. This might be a rumor I'm going to create here. I did see that Jade Cargill's stable is looking for a new hottie to be a part of that.
Sasha ain't settling for that.
No, not Sasha.
Are you saying Naomi?
Yeah.
No.
And she, it'd be one of those slow burn things where she comes in and she takes over, basically.
I mean, Naomi fits that. It's just...
I don't want Sasha or Naomi on AEW Darker Elevation, period.
Sasha ain't on Dark Elevation, bro.
Sasha will put that in her contract. She's not doing Dark Elevation. Like, that ain't happening.
She getting the bag.
It's Tony Storm been on there like 2 or 3 times.
That's Tony Storm. No disrespect to Tony Storm, but Tony Storm
ain't Sasha Banks
at all. Mercedes Vernado.
I ain't talking about ring. I ain't talking about ring wise. I'm talking about the total package.
That's what I'm saying. I don't trust.
But Tony's not the total package, bro. In terms of the personality, Sasha has way more personality than I would argue. Damn near every woman on the roster outside of maybe I'll stick with every woman on the roster. And there's not no slight at them because Ruby's showing how much personality she has. But like we're talking about levels to this stuff compared to the rest of that roster. Because you see how did you see how Britt Baker's promos are falling off since Cody left? They said she was writing her stuff. She still has good promos. But I'm saying we talking Super Saiyan regular. We talking regular Super Saiyan compared to Super Saiyan Blue. That's Sasha Super Saiyan Blue. Not just because of her hair color.
Bro, look,
bro. She would.
I don't trust Tony Khan, bro, to do the right thing.
If Sasha popped up, if Sasha popped up on AEW, they would literally have to bury everybody and put the title on her immediately. They would be doing themselves a disservice if they didn't. I'm talking about finger poke of doom. Bad type of berry. Like, she got to come in and literally just poke Thunder Rosa and take the title off of her. It has to be like Brock Lesnar bad when Mustafa Ali was on top of the.
I don't go that.
Get the briefcase.
I don't go that far because if they actually give them time to cook, that's potentially like the best. I don't like to put gender aside. You're talking about potentially a memorable match of the year potentially if you let heel Sasha and Thunder get 20 to 25 minutes.
Yeah.
So
I'm just saying.
Just saying like how fast she'll get the title.
Yeah, it had to be immediate impact. It would have to be immediate.
Yeah, it would be something like that, or maybe she does like an open challenge and then like she loses the title on like an open challenge or something.
It has to. If you give Thunder Rosa, Sasha Banks, 20 minutes minimum, they're gonna cook.
They're gonna get match of the year, damn near.
If you give them 30 minutes. They're going to have to find a couple people in the men's division because they're going to out-wrestle all of them. Tell you right now. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get
that's all we got. I don't think I got nothing else, but yeah. I
got nothing else. Let's get the hell out of here, man. All right. Give me the catchphrases, fellas. Let's get out of here.
KG?
Still looking for my ginger that's hotter than fish grease.
Work for the good guys. Work for the good guys. That being said.
Yep. Hope y'all enjoy this episode. Hope you enjoy Forbidden Door even more. We sound like we're definitely anticipating it. We hope you are too. And let's get up out of here. We the ones, and we want to smoke.
Y'all know damn well Calvin stuck his penis in Rosa Men.
Thanks for listening to the Hot Take Wrestling Podcast. The Hot Take Wrestling Podcast is brought to you by the NMG Network, a division of NMG Enterprises, LLC.